Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be side by side comparing the current top 2 performing teams for the Plague Creeper Primal Lord. One of them is the Graveborn Team and one of them is the Lightbearer Team. I have 18 faction talents for both of the Gravebearer and Lightbearer factions. We have 2 buff tiles available for both of them, and I have elite magic charms on all of the heroes which we're going to be using in the 2 different teams. I have enough to actually ascend Ludovic to Supreme Plus, but I want to check whether he'll work at Supreme because I suspect he probably will. Oh no, and we're gonna have to attack through this. I don't know, it's a kind of weird glitch which has been happening to me. Anyway, so this will hopefully give us a good idea of what is the better performing team, but the problem with this boss is a lot is left up to the RNG of the fight. And so if one of my runs has like really bad RNG, then I'm going to reattempt it with my 3rd attempt. Otherwise, I'll save my 3rd attempt for if any other powerful team comes out later today or for future testing. Okay, so we're going to begin with the Graveborn team because that is the newer team that is being used. We have plus 20 upgrade of the Tide Call spell. So apart from the Graveborns, there's going to be Rainier as well as Lily May.
Understood.
And the 3 Graveborn heroes are going to be Viperon, Carolina, and finally Ludovic. Ludovic over here. Okay, so the plan is that both Carolina and Lily May are going to be on the buff tiles. I have 3 heroes at level 551, which are going to be the 3 damage dealers, although Carolina and Lily May deal the most damage by far, and the elite magic charms of Rainier onto the Carolina. Okay, so without further ado, let's try run number 1 with the Graveborn team. Let's play it in 1 time speed. So I'm suspecting that Lily May will deal more damage to the boss and that Carolina will be dealing more damage to the Plague Rods. And I covered this Graveborn team in the previous video I uploaded, and I'm not sure whether the kills onto these Plague Rods count for the Graveborn stacks which you get upon killing an opponent. Killing a non-summoned enemy, because the Plague Rods, it technically doesn't explain whether they're summoned or considered non-summoned. Anyway, Ludovic is going to be healing up the whole team pretty much because everyone is grouped up here. Even though Rainier's position swapping the Viperon, he is unaffected at the beginning of the battle, and so he doesn't go down. And both the prime carriers are the Carolina and Lily May, who are going to be gaining bonus stats equal to 18% of the sacrifice. And I'm pretty sure the sacrifice on our team is Carolina because she's the rearmost ally of our team. But look at the damage so far, 6.3 billion damage, 35 seconds left. And of course with Carolina here, you're gonna shred through the Plague Rods. And I think this is probably a reason why this Graveborn team is doing so well, is how effective it is at dealing with the Plague Rod stage. And then also it has high single target damage from Lily May onto the boss. Okay, 7.7 billion damage, 15 seconds left on the clock. And I think already 8.3 billion damage. I want to break 9 billion with both of the teams, but if we could break 10 billion with either team, that would be crazy as well. Because Tide Call damage is going to be added on top of this. I think we broke 10 billion. Yeah, we broke 10 billion safely with this Graveborn team. Really solid performance, 10.2 billion, and it seems very consistent. There's not left up to RNG. That is going to give us the rank 1 position and exactly a bit over 10 billion damage. So I'm honestly pretty amazed by that. Lily May stole the show with her damage output, but Carolina did a really high amount as well. Viperon hardly did anything. I still don't fully understand Viperon's role in this team. I think it probably helps you killing the Plague Rods a bit quicker because he deals AoE damage, and Ludovic for the healing definitely works at Supreme. You don't even need him at Supreme Plus. This is incredible. 10 billion score at this Resonate level. It's a really good thing. I'm really proud of that. Okay, now we're going to compare it side by side with the Lightbearer team, who has basically the same level of investment of everyone. And let's field that team right now. Come on. So there will be probably more testing done today as to the optimal heroes for this team. People are going to be experimenting with Freastro maybe instead of Smokey, but for this run we're going to be using what is currently considered to be the best team, which is this team right here. And oh, we have to change the resonating level on our 3 key damage dealers, Corin, Marilee, and the third one I guess can be Elsa, and then finally can be the Smokey. Okay, we have the Elite Magic Charms again on all of this team. This team has a lot more RNG involved in a high score. You want your whole team to be grouped up and getting that buff from the ultimate cast of Rowan. And if that is not able to happen, then things don't work out as well. But let's see. So far so good. Team is grouped up together. Marilee is close by as well. And Elsa is close enough that she should be hit with the ultimate of Rowan. There we go, perfect. The whole team is grouped up, and hopefully they can remain that way. So Elsa is gonna bounce, oh no, Elsa is still with the team, that's good. Okay, so up to 1 billion damage, 70 seconds left on the clock. Tide Call spell plus 20 is definitely a huge upgrade for this team, so if you haven't reached level 540 resonating level yet, then you're going to expect a big damage boost when you get there, because having Tide Call activated on only 4 ultimate casts as compared to 5 is going to be a big upgrade. Okay, perfect. The team is all lined up, grouped up together. Only 30 seconds in so far, and up to 2.5 billion damage. There we go. We might be able to break 10 billion with this team as well. If RNG plays out perfectly with this team, then definitely this is a team capable of breaking 10 billion today with the resonating levels of the heroes we have. But it is really cool that they're kind of 2 top performing teams that are kind of rivaling each other in 2 different factions, the Lightbearer and the Graveborn. Because after we first found out about this Lightbearer team, it seemed really hard to believe that any team would be able to compete with the performance of this one, because of how much true damage Corin gets from all the ultimate casts. Okay, this is kind of awkward. Corin is like blocked off because of the Elsa pillars on the ground as well, and the whole team being grouped up, so he can't get to attacking the boss quick enough, and then he jumps back to an ally, so that wasted a bit of time. Up to 5 billion damage. I have seen in the AFK Analytica Discord people sharing that this team has a lot of RNG for them. Sometimes their runs get around 3 billion damage, sometimes 8 billion, 9 billion damage. So that is the thing. But the Graveborn team looked really consistent. It seemed like you would always be getting a similar damage output with that team. Okay, 20 seconds left. Now is the time we need to burst through. It's make or break right now. With this team, for some reason additional damage gets added on at the end of the fight. So exactly how much damage we have right now is not exactly the total damage output. So let's see, 7 billion, but we still have to get like to 9.2 billion or something from this damage meter if we want a chance of breaking 10 billion. And as of right now, not looking like we're going to be able to do it. Yeah, 8 seconds left on the clock, 7.3 billion damage so far. And back to the main boss himself, but he's taking too long to spawn. Corin needs to get up into his range. I think this is actually probably one of the RNG factors, is how long it takes Corin to begin attacking the boss, because Corin is your damage source. Yeah, so overall, not bad, 8.2 billion damage with this team, but not anywhere close to the Graveborn team. And I think we probably had a pretty good run with this team, but yeah, overall, I am much more impressed with the Graveborn team as of right now. Definitely with RNG, potentially this Lightbearer team can do better than the Graveborn team, maybe, but that was a really solid performance, even with Supreme Ludovic. Now, I do have a lot of investment into my Carolina and Lily Mae. They're both at plus 20 exclusive equipment, or in 25 for Lily Mae, so that's something to keep in mind. But I think even at a plus 10 exclusive equipment of Carolina, I think she would do pretty well as well, because Carolina, her plus 15 will reduce enemy magic defense by 30% and plus 10 reduced by 25%. But I think before that, then you're not going to be as strong, because first of all, you're going to be missing out on a lot of stats between plus 5 and plus 10, and also you're going to be missing out on 10% bonus magic defense shred as compared to like the base Mythic Plus and the plus 10. So really, you need to probably get Carolina to plus 10 exclusive equipment, but then this is a really solid team. And I definitely think you could mix and match some different heroes here, just making sure you have Lily May, Carolina as your damage dealers, and then Ludovic for the healing. And then another final Graveborn hero, maybe even Thorin you could try, or maybe even Thorin instead of the Ludovic. I don't know, you could experiment with that. But this seems to be a very solid team, and I know the problem is you have to invest in your Graveborn faction talent tree, which we want to invest in so much. I've sacrificed my Supreme Arena for this testing video. I don't know if I'm going to respec it or not. I'm probably going to keep it like this for a while. But yeah, my Supreme Arena is weaker because I'm running Wilders and Maulers in Supreme Arena. And I had to, you know, spec Graveborn and Lightbearer for the Plague Creeper. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this was helpful and gave you a good idea of what team you want to run for this boss. But overall, the Graveborn team is very impressive. And I kind of recommend that. I feel like it's a more consistent team, also getting as high damage as a Lightbearer team can get. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.